Happy Life Day, everyone. Yeah, Pumpkin.
What would you like for Christmas?
Horrified, I heard myself blurt it out.
I want an official red undercover action 2-inch range-ball air rifle.
No. Shoot your eye out.
Oh no, it was the classic mother BB gun block. You'll shoot your eye out.
BB guns are dangerous. I don't want anybody shooting his eye out.
Oh no. You'll shoot your eye out? My mother must have gotten to Miss Shields. There could be no other explanation.
You'll shoot your eye out! You'll shoot your eye out! No, I want an official red undercover action 2-inch range-ball air rifle.
You'll shoot your eye out, kid. Merry Christmas. You'll shoot your eye out, kid. Merry Christmas. You'll shoot your eye out, kid. Merry Christmas. Ho, ho, ho. You'll shoot your eye out, kid. Merry Christmas. You'll shoot your eye out, kid. Merry Christmas. You'll shoot your eye out, kid. Merry Christmas. Ho, ho, ho.
Akira. He started clout.
These stockings in good are the first things to go. Then he slithered and slunk with a smile most unpleasant around the whole room, and he took every present. He took every present. He took every present. He took every present.
You're a vile one.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stream. We're going to get started in just a couple of minutes. If you could do us a favor and smash that like button, it would be such a nice Christmas gift for all of us over here. I know, it's stupid. Look, I hate it. How did this happen? Why do I have to say smash the like button? What kind of job, what kind of life is this? Smash the like button? Anyway. Yeah, if you could smash it, that'd be nice. That's what she said.
He took every every present. He took every present. He took every present.
You're a vile one, Mr. Grinch. You have termite in your smile. You're a vile one, Mr. Grinch. You have termite in your smile.
Akira.
How'd you know my name?
Oh, I know all about you. I've watched you grow up from a little boy.
What are you, mind reader or something? Well, who are you then?
Clarence Oddbody, AS2.
Oddbody. AS2. What's that AS2?
Angel, second class. Cheerio, my good man.
What's with you? What'd you say just a minute ago? Why'd you want to save me?
That's what I was set down for. I'm your guardian angel.
I wouldn't be a bit surprised.
Ridiculous of you to think of killing yourself for money. $8,000.
Yeah, now just things like that. How do you know that?
I told you I'm your guardian angel. I know everything about you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get started in just a second. I want to know in the chat. I'm just curious. Do you think
You
Ahsoka
look about like the kind of an angel I
is going to show up in this finale?
fallen angel, aren't you?
Yes or no?
Your wings.
Let me know in the chat. As we get started, I'd like to know. Do we think Ahsoka
An angel without any wings.
will be in the finale? Yes or no?
And you'll help me, won't you?
Sure. How?
By letting me help you.
Well, you can help me. You don't happen to have $8,000 on you.
Oh, no, we don't use money in heaven.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I keep forgetting.
Well, it's pretty useful down here.
Comes in pretty handy down here, bub.
Oh, tut.
I found it out a little late. I'm worth more dead than alive.
Now, look, you mustn't talk like that. I won't get my wings with that attitude. You just don't know all that you've done. If it hadn't been for you...
Yeah, if it hadn't been for me, everybody'd be a lot better off. My wife and my kids and my friends. Look, little fella, why don't you go off and haunt somebody else?
No, now you don't understand.
So here's the next question.
Shut up, will you?
Now that everybody's given their opinion about whether or not Ahsoka will show up in the episode, I guess here's the next question. How many of you have seen the supposed leaked tracks for the finale? We don't know actually how real they are, and we're going to talk about that today. How many of you have seen the leaked audio tracks? Oh yeah, we're going to get into it. Hold on to your butts. Hold on to your butts.
Mark, that's the gift that keeps on giving the whole year.
That it is, Edward. That it is indeed. This isn't the biggest bag over the head punch in the face I ever got.
Oh, snap. The Mandalorian. Are you ready for The Mandalorian? Welcome, Nino Ra, to the Nerd Vengers. You're a Nerd Venger now. Did you hear the tracks? I'm not going to answer that. I mean, of course I didn't. All right, everybody. Let's get it going. Hey. Good morning and welcome, Nerd Vengers, Broke Vengers, visitors to the towers, and all ye nerds. Welcome to the morning stream. I'm pretty excited. It's going to be a good day. It's going to be a good couple of days. It may well be a good couple of years. Star Wars seems to be treating us real good lately. Of course, today we will be talking about our preview and predictions of the final episode. Now, here's what I'm going to say to you. Those watching. Those that are really into the channel and that are looking to see what's going on. I'm going to talk about the audio track leaks this morning. Star Force 1! Welcome to the Nerd Vengers. You're a Nerd Venger now, man. We got to fly. We should fly side by side in some squadrons or something. Welcome. We're going to talk about the finale. I'm going to talk about the newer stuff today, and I'm going to speculate and also talk about some other things that I've heard. Now, look. Before we get too far into that, we are going to do show notes, though. Good job. But we're not going to do show notes yet. But we are going to do show notes in a little bit. Cool. Here's the thing. I'm going to talk about Ahsoka, and mostly Ahsoka for this stream. I'm going to do a video later today where I'm going to break down the possibility of Luke Skywalker, of basically I'm going to do a big video going over the preview and some other aspects, namely Thrawn and the Jedi. There are several threads that are left kind of open for the end of the episode. So let's just go through it. What are we doing right now? We're doing the most recent thing. We're going to talk about the music leaks. We're going to talk about what I have heard about Ahsoka, the possibility of her showing up in the finale, etc., etc. Later today, I'm going to do a video where I'm going to kind of speculate and theorize about the Jedi and about Thrawn. Tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, a very special edition of Nerd Theory will happen, where Theory and myself are going to be giving you a whole podcast talking about the finale for this week. So that's going to be a very lengthy podcast tonight where we will go in depth about that. So basically, I'm spending a lot of time today talking about the Mandalorian, okay? But show notes! Let's just get into show notes. Good job, chat. Okay, the most important, most pressing thing. I need you all to lean in. Star Wars fans, Marvel fans, DC fans, general haters, whoever you are, whatever your profession is, whoever you're laying down with at night, it doesn't matter. Shut up! Shut your mouth when you're talking to me. Look me in the eyes when you go to sleep. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Look, the point is this. 2020 has been a rough year. Froster Thomas, welcome to the Nerd Vengers. You're a Nerd Venger now. Welcome to the Nerd Vengers. 2020 has been a tough year for a lot of different people. Suicide prevention and suicide awareness are a big deal to me. They're a big deal. If you've ever lost anybody due to that sort of a thing, or you've been in the orbit of anybody that's chosen to take their life, so you understand how devastating that can be, not necessarily to even the person that leaves, but to the people that are left behind. On Sunday, I am very happy and honored to be a part of a big series of streams that is going to be raising money for the charity for the suicide awareness and prevention. And this all has to do with the Snyder Cut. It has to do with Zack Snyder, all of the DC fans, this Us United campaign that the Snyder people have done to raise a bunch of money for that charity because Zack's daughter obviously was a victim of suicide, and that was a big deal for him and for that family and for those fans. And so they have done a lot to do that. So we're kicking it off on Sunday. Now, here's the juice. Here's where it's going to work. Mr. New, welcome to the Nerdvengers. You're a Nerdvenger now. Now, let me explain. Sunday morning, I'm going live with Paul from the Heavy Spoilers channel. Love this guy, even though he's a Brit. We're going to have a good stream. So, Paul and I are going to sit down, and here's the concept of the stream on Sunday morning. We're going to tell you all the spoilers for all the things. No holds bar. There's stuff that I've been holding back. There's stuff that he's been holding back. There's stuff that we know that we've talked about, but maybe we haven't talked about it a lot because you haven't heard. Come to the stream on Sunday. Drop a super chat. That super chat money that you drop will be donated. It'll be donated to a great cause. And we will tell you the crazy spoilers. So come by Sunday, December 20th. I'm also going to drop a crazy trailer where Paul and I are going to get kind of goofy and have fun with it. And so that's the concept of the stream. Come on by Sunday. Save a little bit of your Nerdvenger money this week. Give it to a good cause on Sunday. I'd like to do big numbers, and I'd like to really try to help them out and make that stream help out a lot, okay? So that's the most important thing. Coming up tomorrow, Drummond Company, I see your super chat. I love you. I appreciate you. I'll get to it in just a second, my friend. Tomorrow night, After Dark, very special episode of After Dark. Al and Lavitz are going to have special guests on the episode, and the stream is going to run from 9 p.m. tomorrow night till 3 a.m., right up until the Mando finale. The guys are going hard. If you are looking for a place to hang out tomorrow, if you're bored, if you wake up early, you want to cruise by, you want to enjoy the hype, the geekdom, the freaking, just the vibe that we have going on in the tower, come on by tomorrow night for After Dark. They're going to take you all the way through, okay? That's all I want to say for now because I think we're wasting a lot of time. I also want to say that as far as coffee and my sleep schedule and Mandalorian, we've now graduated, ladies and gentlemen, to full-on gallons of iced coffee and that I drink straight from the gallon. My poor mother. Ignore the obvious red flag that this is for my well-being. And let's just ignore me. I'm going to take another huge chug of this iced coffee. Everybody, shut up. Shut up. You don't know what it's like. Shut up. And then we're going to talk Mandalorian finale, okay? And also, I better see all you buttholes there on Sunday, okay? The other idea about this is, I know there's like DC fans hate Marvel, Marvel fans hate Star Wars fans hate themselves. I understand how it all works. Again, shut up. We're all nerds, and we're all coming together for a good cause. Papa Josh doesn't want to hear any of that bullshit. I'll turn this car around. I swear to God I will. So I'll see you all Sunday, yes? Yes or yes? Okay. I know, chat. I know. Okay. Let's get into this. So again, all right. Let's read Drum's thing here. $10 holla. Have lost one of my best friends from suicide. Committed suicide unnecessarily, of course, and struggling daily with my mental health. Thank you for your channel, Josh. You do much more than you know. I appreciate you, Micah, and I love you, brother, and I need you around. So you keep fighting. We'll keep doing what we can to help. And yeah, man, if you ever need to talk, you can email me. You know I always answer those. Let's see here. The Big Dreadhead 75. Welcome to the Nerdvengers. You're a Nerdvenger now. Appreciate you. Let's see here. Noah Outlaw. Good guy over there. Love you, bud. Let's chat soon. Absolutely, brother. Thank you so much. Thank you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you and appreciate the love. Okay. So let's talk about Ahsoka. Did y'all see? I know we got some new people in here. Some of you have already answered this. Did y'all see the leaked list of tracks for the next episode? Now, let me kind of explain this. I like to break down the process, too. You know what I mean? because leaks and figuring this all out, it's a very interesting thing. We're going to come up with and we've been talking about this with the Nerd Vengers a little bit here and there in the like behind the scenes streams and whatnot. I'm going to come up with a color-coded system to try to easily explain to you all the differences between like leaks and like how sure I am of a thing happening. Okay, so for instance, a couple of weeks back when the Ahsoka episode happened, and there were obviously leaks for that, and then I found out that those leaks were correct, and then we had some things going on. I would have classified that as like a like tippy top, like red hot, like sizzling spoilers, meaning I'm damn sure this stuff is true, so proceed with caution. Okay, this list here, I would not put it the red hot tip of the iceberg kind of thing, okay? Because number one, the way this person got the list was through Shazam, through the Shazam app. Now, I'm not going to say it's not true, but if they were using the Shazam app on the music, like this is what I don't understand, is that I think they may have gotten the music somehow and then used the Shazam app to check out the different music on there, which is like super sus, right? If that's the way that it happened. So meaning this, here's the most complete, honest way that I can put this. This is a forum website where they talk about music. People are really into it. I don't know enough. This is a totally new thing for me. I don't know enough about these people, this system, what they do to know for sure that this is true. Okay? But I know. Okay, so having said that, some of this lines up with some things that I've heard. Okay? So let's take it for what it is. We don't know for sure. We're just speculating. We're having fun. But there's also a high probability of this being real and impacting the story. Okay? What do you think? Is that fair? What's the chat thing? Shazam brings up full details of the song? Holy hell. Holy hell. I'm very glad to hear that, David. Appreciate you. Okay, so let's just go into the list. Ezra! We got an Ezra! Welcome to the Nerd Vengers. You're a Nerd Venger now. Appreciate you. Okay, let's just go through the list, and then we'll talk about it. Do you need to leave the stream for a few? Here's the thing, Steve. There's the link. Beautiful. Okay, again, we were trying to be respectful of the different people and how they all approach these sort of things. So let me just once again say, I don't know. This is towards the top. This is in that yellow, red, orange area. Could be real. Could potentially take some of your enjoyment away, depending on how you approach these episodes. So maybe you want to get out of here. Maybe you can't fucking help yourself. Here we go. So, just going to read right through them, and then we'll talk about them. The first song is titled Capture the Flag. So, it's a Halo show now. The second track is titled Ahsoka Lives. The third track is called Activated. The fourth track is called A Mandalorian and a Jedi. The fifth track is called The Sword. The sixth track is called A Friend. Interesting. The seventh track is called Open the Door. Interesting. The eighth track is called The Seeing Stone. What the fuck is happening? The ninth track is called Rest in Peace. Then Brown Eyes. Then The Story. Then Troopers. Then Come With Me. Then The Armor. And then Invaders on Their Land. So where's these full details? Oh, good God. I don't see full details, dude. I see the tracks on Shazam. So it has music to some of them. Interesting. Okay, so the point is some of these tracks have been used before and whatnot, okay? But you'll notice Ahsoka lives, a Mandalorian and a Jedi, the sword, etc., etc. So, someone on the forum, hang on, I gotta see what this says. Someone on the forum lined up the tracks with specific episodes if you scroll down a bit. Okay, let's see. Yeah, okay, so the Jedi, yeah, so this was in the opening of the Sorcerer. Okay, gotcha, okay. So, the Sorcerer is the opening, Ahsoka's theme in the main title. The story is Ahsoka talks to Mando about Grogu's past. Interesting. Mandalorian and the Jedi is when they raid the evil lady's village. Ahsoka lives is at the end of the episode. Brown eyes is the answer. Okay, so the 16... Okay, so it's a sword. The sword, a friend, rest in peace, activated are the ones that are specifically referring to Chapter 16. So I think what we're saying is that it might not actually be Ahsoka? Is that what we're saying here? So let's go back. Let's go from the back to the top. Because now I'm like super confused. But all these tracks, no, it says these tracks are in the final episode. But they've been used in the other episodes. Okay. There's some... Yeah. I don't know. But let's go backwards first, okay? Activated. What does activated mean? I mean, activated can mean a number of different things. It could be the droids. You know what I mean? It could be something else going on with Moff Gideon. I think it could even be something to do with Thrawn. You know what I mean? Who knows what activated means? Activated is pretty far up in the air. Rest in peace. That implies we're pouring one out. So let me ask y'all, and this will be kind of fun. Who are we pouring one out for? Who are we pouring one out for, ladies and gentlemen? Hey, Jeffrey Helmick, welcome to the Nerd Vengers. You're a Nerd Venger now. Apologies that I didn't see the chat. And then we got, hello there from the Netherlands. Loving your energy, dudes. A sub because of the Nerd Theory podcast. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that love. Who's dying? Boba? Fennec? Din? Yeah, a lot of people think Din's gonna die, dude. Kind of crazy, right? Isn't that crazy? Gideon. Yeah, Gideon could die, right? Grogu. Ooh, yeah, Grogu could die. Boba dying on Kamino would be poetic. Okay, let's talk about one other thing real quick because my ADD brain just thought of it. Did you guys also see the leaked images of the toys? The Grogu toys that might spoil something about this episode. Again, I'd even put this lower than the songs, really. I'd put this stuff lower. This is like probably yellow, probably in that similar like yellowish kind of area. Show you guys? Okay. Let me see if I can find it. So it essentially just has two things. I can describe it to you. I can show you it, but I can just describe it to you. It is Baby Yoda underneath the Mandalorian helmet, Mando's helmet. See if I can find it here. No, it's not there. And then there's one with him like on it looks as though it's an Imperial data pad. Okay? Again, we don't know what this means, but if there's a track called Rest in Peace, And then we see Grogu underneath a helmet. Show you guys? I can try to find it. I'm not sure where the images are. Things are going a little wild right now. I'm going to be honest with you. I'll try to find it. If somebody finds it in chat and sends it to me on Discord, that'd be great. Let me know. So then I can just share it from the Discord. Oh, wow. Yeah, so people are talking about... people are talking... Yeah, so these songs are now making a wave. These tracks. Reminder that the Phantom Menace had a track called Qui-Gon's Noble End. Right? That's funny, dude. They named the tracks like that. Yeah. Okay, point being. Does the Baby Yoda Grogu image mean that it's more likely that Din dies? Yes? Could Din Djarin die and it's the Boba show? Think about this. The other track is A Friend. A Friend. I mean, who's the friends here? You know what I mean? Like, if you really think about it, like, who's the friends? It's clearly Grogu and Din. Who else? Kara's his friend. You know? Man, I hope they don't kill off Gina. Some people are like, kill her. You know what I mean? Like, isn't that kind of funny? We're in this place where, like, a bunch of people on Twitter are like, even though it has nothing to do with the character, a bunch of people on Twitter are like, kill her off. And then a bunch of other people are like, no. You know? It's kind of funny. That's the only friend I could think of, right? Is Kara. Maybe... I mean, you wouldn't really consider Ahsoka to be his friend, right? Ahsoka's not his friend. Bo's not his friend. So, I don't know. The sword is obviously a reference to the Darksaber. And I think regardless of what happens, we're all content on the Darksaber and Din having a fight. But let me explain when it comes to Ahsoka. I got to tell you guys. I'm just going to... Look, I don't know if this is real. I'm just going to tell you how I feel, okay? This is what we like to do over here, okay? Could be Grief. Yeah, Grief could be his friend. That's true. Oh, my God. Trev says, I like saying Mayfield, but I think it's actually pronounced Mayfeld. And, but it's okay if everybody wants to say Mayfield, because I, too, enjoy saying it. Okay, cool. Cool, Trev. Cool. I just got to tell you guys, the more I thought about the last episode, episode 7, because you'll recall, like, I was a little bit disappointed with it, right? Like, I was a little bit disappointed with it. I was expecting epicness setting up the finale. And we do have an epic finale set up, but it wasn't necessarily the most epic episode. I can't help but think that, in some ways, that was done to throw us off the scent. To get people to lessen their expectations or sort of be like, oh... Well, I guess maybe maybe it'll be just kind of chill or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, maybe it's not going to be, like, insane like we were speculating before. But, I mean, there was some evidence to suggest that Ahsoka was coming back. And I heard some things from behind the scenes, and I was like, damn, like, that could be crazy if she came back. You know what I mean? And if you think about it, if she's looking for Thrawn, and Thrawn is where Gideon is going, then wouldn't it naturally occur that Din and Ahsoka would just be going to the same place? I mean, it gets that wild, right? Could absolutely happen. The other part of this, and I'll talk more about this in the video later, is Thrawn. And I really have some feelings, man, that we're going to get some Thrawn tonight. Or tomorrow night, rather. I really do think so. And I don't know in what capacity. I have fanboyish dreams, which I'll get more into today in the solo video. But I almost feel more strongly that Thrawn will show up than Ahsoka will show up. And what's crazy about that is that kind of makes Ahsoka's showing up more viable. Like, the degree to which I feel Thrawn is possible for this finale is pretty high. Higher than Ahsoka. But wouldn't that kind of make sense that Ahsoka would just come through as well? And could it be that Rahul Cooley as Ezra Bridger, could he be activated, maybe? Could he show up in this episode? What if Ezra Bridger, what if Mando whoops up on what's his face, takes the Darksaber, he whoops up on Gideon, and then Ezra comes in and totally kills Mando. What an entrance for Ezra. Like, what if he is activated by Thrawn, comes over there and just, oh, that was really cool, good job with the Darksaber, and then boom, 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 whoops him real quick, cuts off both his hands, boom, and then he's headless. And then Din Djarin's gone forever. Jamie King, welcome to the Nerd Vengers. You're a Nerd Venger now. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, no, probably not, huh? Rip. So, I don't know, man. There's a lot of crazy possibilities. A lot of crazy possibilities with this. Din's not going to die. But how sure are you? How sure are you? Yeah. So we'll get into Q&A in just a second here, ladies and gentlemen, okay? We will get into Q&A in just a second. But that is the current place where we are at. Greg D, you can join by clicking the link, my friend. There's a pinned link. So the button will not be there on mobile, I don't think, because YouTube is stupid. But there is a button that you can click and join. And we'll get into Q&A in just a second. I'm going to go over all the super chats. So everybody that's got a super chat, throw it in. If you don't have any loot, don't worry about it. Just throw a chat in and we'll talk about it as much as we can, okay? So, it would be really cool if Ezra showed up. Like, I'd be very, very excited. There's some stuff. I don't know what to think. I don't know what to think. Okay? So, part of me thinks, yeah, Thrawn's going to show up at the very end. That means Ahsoka's going to show up. It's going to be insane. This is nuts. Rest in peace. Holy crap. That's not cool. Looks like somebody's going to die. The friend, yeah, it's, hey. We're in for a wild ride, ladies and gentlemen. We're in for a wild ride. Mene Musaud is going to play Ezra. It's leaked. Oh, is that so? Is that so? I didn't know. I had no idea. So, one last thing that I want to talk about before we get into Q&A, and I'll probably do a separate video on this, or perhaps we'll be talking more about this in future streams. By the way, if you didn't know, we stream every day, Monday through Friday, starting at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, except on Fridays when we're doing show streams really early. But yeah, come on back, guys. We're going to be talking a lot about this. But real quick, just wanted to touch on... there was an article that came out on The Wrap yesterday about how Disney is looking to negotiate and writing up new contracts to support actors on the back end for Disney Plus. Anybody familiar with this? Anybody know what I'm talking about here? Some of you are like, I don't care. Some of you are like, okay, cool, let's talk about that. What this means is that they are inevitably going to go, which is what many of us thought, they are going to go with the day and date streaming strategy of the future. But I think what's happening is they're trying to be much smarter about the legalese and the contracts to keep the talent happy, to keep mostly the talent and the agencies happy, and it's a big bureaucratic mess. So they're trying to keep a lot of people happy, and they're writing contracts for movies that are about to film. Okay, this is what's interesting. They have movies slated that were written under old contracts, and so Black Widow, Legends of the Ten Rings, Shang-Chi, and then Eternals will all probably get theatrical, and I don't know what Disney's going to do with that. The point is this. We are headed towards a place where all of this stuff is streaming, even the theatrical stuff. We're headed towards that place. We always knew we were headed towards that place. That's the place we're headed towards. Okay? So I found that interesting only because we had hung out a lot last week and talked about, the Investor Day thing, what was going on with that, the future of all this stuff. And so it looks as though they're headed that way. Disney is just sort of taking their time. They're not going to be as crazy as HBO Max was, which is fine. I think HBO Max and Jason Kilar had to make a statement. I think they had ground to catch up. I think they needed the earned media that came with that, because even though there are a lot of Hollywood trades that will continuously retweet and write articles about all of the butthurt Hollywood people, the vast majority of people don't care, and I mean don't care at all. We've looked at the data. It's like low, okay? Low, the amount of people that give a shit about that. So, just wanted to touch on that. It's interesting. What it means is that we will have a lot more experiences, you and I and the team and you, because we are going to be able to stream these films together, do watch parties, do breakdowns immediately. It's actually really cool. So, again, you probably want to make sure you're subscribed, and you're probably going to want to make sure you're subscribed to the main channel as well. Okay. Let's start doing the super chats. Let's start getting into this and seeing what's going on. I think he gives it to him for protection and fights without his mask in front of the Death Watch. Okay, Big Stevie, that's very interesting. Yeah. So this is in regards to the leaked toy image that shows Grogu sort of hidden underneath Din Djarin's Mandalorian helmet. We haven't seen anything like that in the show thus far. Also important to note, because you might be like, well, who knows if this toy means anything? No, it does. The other models in this series are like him with the eggs, the other things from the show. So it totally matters. Could Din take the helmet off and put it over top of Grogu to protect him or something like that? Absolutely. Could Din get his head cut off by Ezra Bridger, and then Boba picks it up just like he did his father and then puts it on Grogu and then takes him? Absolutely. So, R.I.P. Pedro Pascal, we hardly knew you. Vulgar Language with the $2 holla says, Thrawn appearance would be great. Love the streams. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, Vulgar. Appreciate you. Isaiah Garcia says, yo, what if Disney released the JJ cut of Rise of Sky? Okay, so I know that this is like kind of a confusing thing for people, but let me clear it up for you right here. There is no J.J. Abrams cut of The Rise of Skywalker. There's a better version of The Rise of Skywalker that J.J. totally could have made and actually had some pretty cool ideas for, and then he played it safe, decided to be a corporate shill, backed off, and just was J.J. Abrams, So, no, there is no J.J. cut. And J.J., despite what his team is attempting to do, is very much responsible for many of the flaws of The Rise of Skywalker. That's on JJ. Like, I'm going to be real with you. They got out of his way. From what I understand, they got out of his way in a lot of different ways, and he had the same carte blanche that Rian Johnson did. So there you have it. There you have it. Chuck Taylor with the $5 holla Says several transmissions were beamed to your email and have bounced back. You have failed me for the last time, Mr. Lucas. Oh, sorry, Chuck. I will totally look at that today. I'm sorry, man. I had some good things going on yesterday, some good meetings and whatnot, so I apologize. I wasn't able to get on top of everything here. Let's see here. Stormy says, off topic, but did y'all see Tom Cruise's outburst? I wish... Is there actual audio of it? Because I'd love to... Man, we know how intense that dude can get. And that's hilarious. I wish we had the actual audio of it, because I can just imagine him flipping his lid like that. And the thing is, dude, I bet he literally walked away from flipping his lid like that and like cracked a smile. Because it's not even that he probably doesn't even really care that much, but like you have to understand the optics of it. Think about it. We're now talking about Tom Cruise and his... He's so passionate about the process. He's putting Hollywood on his back. Holy cow, they really care. You know what I mean? If you think about it, it's like, it's obviously a game, and we're meant to discuss it now in that term. But I would love to hear the actual audio. I bet he went off on them bulls, man. I bet he went off on them. So yeah, I heard about it. Star Wars Santa says, you definitely wanting Ezra to show up, because if he don't, I'm gonna give you some hard time. Santa, is now the time for that kind of a thing? I mean, aren't you supposed to be full of cheer and shit? What's going on up there in the North Pole, man? I mean, are you guys struggling? Was there like the elves got a Rona outbreak or something? You know, what's going on up there? You should be eating milk and cookies, giving jolly laughs, and shutting your mouth when it comes to giving me grief, Star Wars Santa. You're going to see a freaking Star Destroyer over the North Pole in a couple days. RG 2088 with the $5 holla says, I think Din will die, but will be healed by Grogu with the help of another Jedi. He won't wake up before they have to escape, and we'll have to leave Din? Whoa! What a cool idea! What a cool idea, and what a cool concept. That'd be interesting. Look, man. He sent his location out via Snapchat, right? It's like Grogu is sending his location on Tython. You know what I mean? So, like, he sent his location... And like, that's what he was doing on the Seeing Stone. He was doing a bunch of Instagram stories or Snapchat stories or whatever the kids do. TikToking. And so Luke's probably like, got the thing. He's like, Jesus, geolocated. And you know what I mean? And then it's all like, Moff Gideon liked the post or something. And then you're Luke and you're just like, what is Moff Gideon doing liking this post? Oh my God. Ezra, we got to... and then he's like, Ben Solo, like, can you, and Ben Solo's like, oh, like, this is how TikTok works, uncle, like, you gotta, blah, 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 you know what I mean? So, maybe something like that's happening, huh? Yeah, who knows? Don't judge me. Don't judge me. Don't be like Star Wars Santa. Bills fan 11, Saybolt with the $5 holla, and no question. Thank you for the love. Brian O'Connor with the $2 holler says 1K plus in chat, less than 400 likes. Gotta end the stream. Okay, guys, we're gonna call it there. Not enough likes on the stream. It's been real. I'm glad you guys are excited. Look out for videos later today on the main channel about this episode, about some of the things going on in Marvel. Look, there's so much cool stuff going on there. But yeah, I mean, with this amount of likes, there's no way we can continue. So unfortunately, we're gonna call it there. But let me go through these last few super chats, and then we'll get out of here, okay? Will Morgan with the $5 holler says, Din gets decapitated in front of baby Grogu, who is then trained by Boba. I'm into it. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm really into it. I like Din Djarin. He's an awesome character. It's just too bad they're going to cut his head off in front of Baby Yoda like that. That's messed up, dude. Holy cow. Will Morgan. Insane. Leonard with the $5 holla says, so Josh, maybe Din dies and Boba takes over the show. may explain why there was no announcement of the Boba show at the Disney investor call. It could also explain why they said Boba Fett will be heavily involved in season 3 of The Mandalorian. Oh, yes, it could happen. Oh, yes. I honestly don't think it will go down that way, but the thing that's very interesting about it is technically it fits with a lot of stuff we've been hearing. So, yeah, they totally could have done it, man. Baby, bye, 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 bye. Okay, Dragon Ball Z Deep. Welcome to the Nerd Vengers. You're a Nerd Venger now. Welcome, welcome, welcome. KJ Penguin with the $5 hauler says, underrated fight, Savage and Maul versus Obi-Wan and Asajj in the Clone Wars. That's true. That's a great fight. Could we see 2v2 saber fight in any of the new shows? Who would you like to see? I think the best opportunity for that is likely in, well, the Obi-Wan show, or maybe the Acolyte show. If it is the High Republic, there's a lot of Jedi around. If there are secret Sith fighting a bunch of Jedi or something, that could happen in the Acolyte, which would be really cool. But yeah, the Obi-Wan show is a great place for that. There's a lot of different opportunities for that kind of stuff. I mean, look, we just got some of the coolest lightsaber fighting ever in Episode 5 of The Mandalorian. Ahsoka's fight with the Magistrate was great. Her taking out all the people in the beginning was amazing. It's good stuff, man. So with that team in charge moving forward, yeah, I'm into it. I'd love to see some 2v2, man. Mason Graves with the $2 holler says, Kate Blanchett as Sabine? Whew! Or a Satine? Ooh, girl. Mason, that would be dope. I'm into it. Sith Master Josh. The track, A Friend, isn't Din's friend? Wait, what? What are you talking about? Isn't Din's friend Grogu? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, it's Grogu. Mando Matt says, Kyle Katarn is coming. Yo, that would be hype, son. Carter DeBlack with the $5 holla, no message. Thank you. Brandon Peden says, how long do you think this episode will be? I assume it'll be around an hour. That's what I assume, because they got a lot to do. Oh my God, there is audio for it? Beautiful. Beautiful. Isaiah Garcia says, I love the way you said my last name. What's your input on Anakin marching up the Jedi Temple during Order 66 in the Kenobi show? $5 holla? Thanks, man. That would be great. That would be great. You know, and Theory and I talked about this on Monday, because it's funny. We both have our concerns about it. And it just goes to show, like, how fandom is and how fans are, right? He's got certain concerns. I've got certain concerns. Anytime you're touching Anakin, oh God, pause. Anytime you're touching Anakin around that time, it's sensitive, man. It's like, hey, be careful. That is a lot of impact on the potential story. So, I'm into it, Isaiah. I'm into it. Let's see here. Fett McGinnis, Cruz's audio rant, and then there's a link. Oh, baby. Check that link out, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure it's pretty cool, okay? Let's see what's going on in the regular chat. Let's see what y'all are talking about in here. We'll go like 10 more minutes and we'll call it, okay? Grogu gets the Power Stone and destroys Middle Earth. Holy hell. Holy hell. Drafter with the $10 holler, very generous, thank you, brother, says, I'm really hoping for Ezra, but you think he's going to be bad. I hope not. Not necessarily bad. Do you view Thrawn as bad? You know what I mean? That's the thing. You got to really think about it. Do you view Thrawn as a villain? In fact, I want to know how the chat feels about this. Does the chat view Thrawn as a villain? You tell me now. Is Thrawn a villain? So a lot of people say yes. A lot of people say no. Some people say he's an anti-hero. Yeah. So I would say this. If this is where Thrawn is at, okay, as far as his villainous potential, let's just put Thrawn here. Maybe the Emperor's way over here. The Emperor, way more villainous than Thrawn. Can we agree on that at least? That the Emperor is way more villainous than Thrawn? So, Thrawn's in the middle. The Emperor's to the right. when we first meet Ezra, and then Ezra maybe at the end of the season, let's say Ezra's all the way over here. I think what will happen is that line or the delineation between Ezra and Thrawn, Ezra will start to go towards Thrawn's thinking a little bit more. He will creep towards the dark side of the Force. And it all comes back to Thrawn and Ezra in the finale of Rebels, where Thrawn says, the Jedi, for all their power, had no foresight on how to use it. Now they're a scattered thousand. They're young children, poorly trained like you. Poorly trained. Well, what did Thrawn do to Eli Vanto? Ezra is about Eli's age when they meet. I think Thrawn will take our friend from Lothal just a little further to the dark side. Just a little further. Just a little bit. So that's what I think. All right, guys. You probably want to stop sending super chats in. Love the support. Appreciate you, but I can only go for like 10, 15 more minutes. I would hate for your question to be skipped over. Alec Ortega says, what show are you most excited for besides Obi-Wan? More and more, I think it's The Acolyte. But that could be just because there's a lot of mystery there. I mean, look, they could show something for The Acolyte, and then I'd be like, oh, that's what it is, and then I wouldn't be as excited. Sometimes that happens, Your imagination can do a lot. So The Acolyte is currently my most excited besides Obi-Wan or whatever. So thanks, man. Thanks for the support. Brent Watt said Chopper equals best droid. Yeah, hands down. Not even close. Chopper's the best droid. HK-47 maybe's close. Not canon, though. So canon, best canon droid, Chopper. And Chopper, by the way, has anybody ever looked up the death count or the kill count that Chopper has? Look it up. Chopper's got a pretty high kill count. Chopper's killed more people than Mr. Rogers did in war. Sam Shills, the $10 holler, says, could we see Starkiller show up in the Obi-Wan show? Whitwer in 2017 on Twitch said Filoni thought about it in Rebels as an Inquisitor, and Inquisitors are supposed to show up. Hey, could be. Could be. Could be. I'd love to see Starkiller. They, of course, have to tone him down. I mean, that's the only problem with that character is, like, they just have to tone him down, like, period. You cannot not have that. The way that it is. It's too much. Too much power. Too much power. 19 confirmed kills. 49,997 estimated indirect kills. He is an absolute savage. He's an absolute savage. Josh Meadows, welcome to the Nerdvengers. You're a Nerdvenger now. Let's see here. Carter DeBlock, much love from Cleveland. Always look forward to your streams and videos, bro. Thanks for the amazing content. Hey, thanks, Carter. Appreciate you, man. We're going to keep it going. Next year's going to be nuts, dude. If you're a Marvel fan, next year's going to be very crazy for Marvel fans. But there's so much Star Wars coming, too, that, like, we're going to be covering a lot of Star Wars. We're going to be covering so many Star Wars stuff, so much DC, so much Marvel. It's a great time. It's a great time. So, appreciate you, Carter, man. Thank you for the love. We're gonna keep doing what we're doing, and we're happy that you guys are digging it, man. Blazing Phoenix with the $5 holla says, I think Moff Gideon will pull a Grievous and abandon ship to go see Thrawn. Yeah, definitely possible, or Thrawn shows up to back him up. I don't know. Look, in some ways, this entire season has felt like a Thrawn-esque long con. Thrawn is like the type of dude to be like, I was controlling you the whole time. Grogu's actually a robot that I made to make you do all this stuff, Din Djarin. Like, that's a Thrawn move. So, I don't know, man. Could get wild. Baby Yoda's escape pod with the $5 holla. says, did they foreshadow Grogu killing Gideon or at least taking out his eye? Hey, that's true. That's true. Yeah. That could be really cool, man. That could be real cool. I'd be into that. Grogu needs to get some action, man, for sure. If we get Thrawn at end of this episode, will it be like Ragnarok post-credit scene with Thanos' ship, or will it be more in-depth? Mando Avengers assemble. So, James, my gut tells me it would be more like Ragnarok and less crazy. But they also, maybe the whole fleet, right? Maybe not just the ship, maybe the whole 7th fleet or something. I don't know, man. We need to be going into season 3 being like, oh my God. And we need to be going into the Ahsoka show like, oh my God. And we need to go into the Rangers of the New Republic like, oh my God. So whatever they can do to make it all like that, that's what they got to do. Godfather says, keep the super chats coming so we can see how long Josh can really go for it. No, don't do that. Ignore the Godfather. Appreciate the love, Godfather. You're a true nerd venger, but no. Mike says, with a $5 holla, says, it's a lot more realistic that Cameron Monaghan returns as Cal Kestis. Yeah, that's true. Especially since he is currently working on Fallen Order 2. Or Fallen Jedi 2 right now. Yeah, Mike, great point, man. Great point. Great point, Mike. I hope to see you in the watch party too, Mike, man. I'm excited for all this stuff. It's a lot more realistic than Cameron. Yeah, I think he would be the one to be Cal Kestis. Absolutely, yeah. Yeah. I would not mind seeing Cal Kestis brought into The Mandalorian. If they did that, that would be very interesting. Be very interesting indeed. Daniel Hestbreck with the $100 currency that I'm not super familiar with, but thank you so much, man. Very generous. Ezra now functions as a Chiss Skywalker, and Thrawn have teamed up over the last 9 years. Called back from the unknown regions by Grogu. Luke is called by Grogu as well. The lightsabers will cross. Dude, I love it. Daniel, I love it. I love where your head is at with it. And you're right. He would be a Skywalker for Thrawn. Look, Ezra Bridger is potentially... Ezra Bridger and Thrawn together. It's a nice combo. That's a nice combo. And if you begin to think about the series that we more or less know are real, but that weren't announced, Thrawn and Ezra are one of those shows. So's Boba Fett. What is going on here? Why are they hiding this? I don't know. One day soon, live action Malgus will happen, says Finlay Rafferty with the $2 holla. Amen. Thank you so much for the support. All right. Now, what's going on in like regular chat world? What are y'all talking about? Will there be a link to the Discord for the stream Sunday, and what time? So Sunday, it's going to be super early in the morning, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I know it doesn't make any sense. Why are we going that early? I don't know. But it'll be very early in the morning. Talking about nerdy shit. Come on by to the Den of Nerds Live, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't judge me. Amen, Josh. Amen. Welcome to the Nerd Vengers. Nerd Theory today? Yes. Bonus episode of Nerd Theory tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Terrell Nesbitt, welcome to the Nerd Vengers. You're a Nerd Venger now. Welcome. Daniel PKR just tweeted that there are a lot of Mando spin-offs coming. Oh, like the Filoni-verse that we've been discussing for the past 10 months? XR? I had no idea. I had no idea this was a thing. But no, it's great that Daniel is confirming this, of course. This is good. I love that shirt. I want one, says Nikki. Nikki, I'll make you a deal. If you remind me when we meet in person, because it probably won't be next year. It'll probably be 2022, you know, maybe Celebration, maybe a Comic-Con or something like that. I'll make you a deal, Nikki. You tell me, again, in 2 years that you want this shirt, I'll give it to you. This exact shirt. If I'm wearing it, I'll give it to you. off my back. But I probably won't be wearing it, I hope, actually. So, yeah. Just remind me in 2 years. This shirt's yours. So, let's go through this last. Big Stevie says, could we get a scene with Thrawn and Luke as Thrawn knew Anakin before an app? Dude, holy cow, Steve. That actually blows my mind quite a bit. The possibility of Thrawn talking to Luke Skywalker, knowing that he is the progeny of Anakin Skywalker. That gives me, like, kind of chills, bro. Organs playing. You know? Ah, yes, I knew your father as both Anakin Skywalker and the Emperor's and Darth Vader. Curious that the son of such a great man hasn't rose to such, you know what I mean? Like, it would be, like, dope, dude. I want to see that now really bad, actually. Thrawn talking to Luke about his dad. Whew! Whew! I'm going to need them organs. I'm going to need them organs. Loud and proud, baby. Yeah, that would be sick. Do you think Luke and Thrawn will return? Well, I'm hoping, man. I'm hoping. Thrawn is blue. Yes, that's true. He's blue. Abu-dee-da-boo-die. Could Thrawn show up in the Obi-Wan Kenobi series? Thrawn can show up in a lot. I cannot put notifications on for your channel. That is horrible. Why not? Josh, hearing good things about the High Republic books. Me too. I'm excited to check them out for sure. Cad Bane is blue. Yes, Abu Die. Star Force 1, casting predictions for Thrawn. I mean, the big thing everybody's talking about right now, like the most notable thing, and you might see other people talk about this as well, is Lars Mikkelsen, the guy that does the voice in Rebels, that he might actually literally be good, like work in live action. Okay? Could do it. I've heard other names. I've heard one name that's very interesting. I've heard another name that's pretty interesting. I think that it's the safest bet is probably on Lars. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's probably Lars. But Pierce Brosnan was the official art a couple of years ago for Star Wars Celebration. Yeah, that is true. That is true. That is true. Can the friend be Paz Vizsla? Sure. Sure. So who knows such things? Only the Oracle. Trump is orange. Right. Cumberbatch. Hey, he could work. I still want Pierce. Hoping, says Robert Chamberlain with the $5 holla. Thank you for the support, brother. Yeah, he could do it. He'd be good. He's one of the names I've heard, too. But I've heard other names, actually, that I think would even blow you guys away more. You guys, I'll tell you what, in all seriousness, you are going to want to come by on Sunday if you have not heard, or if you're just not sure about like all the spoilers that are going on, because on Sunday, Paul and I are going to talk about spoilers. We're also going to talk about leaks and how this process goes, and, you know, just some of the things that we know about behind the scenes and whatnot that are really interesting. So I'll give you a little tease right now, and that is that people have been talking to me about Patty Jenkins' Star Wars movie for a long time. And but there were some lines in communication crossed where I actually had thought they were talking about a different director that also has the initials PJ. And that's kind of like all I can say about that, but like it's pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. The Galactic Pirate. Welcome to the Nerdvengers. You're a Nerdvenger now. welcome. Will the stream with heavy spoilers be on the channel, or will I need to watch it live? It'll be on this channel right here, Jamie Williams. Make sure you're subscribed to this channel right here. Yeah, it was probs Peter Jackson. I mean, I don't know for sure. I don't know if they ever, like, for sure had tried to get Peter Jackson or not. But let's just say hypothetically, if they had tried to get Peter Jackson, and I would have hypothetically been very excited for that. You know? You know? Dope, Luca. Excited. Happy to see you there. Well, anticipating seeing you there. Fett McGinnis, welcome to the Nerdvengers. You're a Nerdvenger now. Holy cow, we went nuts on members today. Dan Mitchell, Filoni was super particular in the casting of Thrawn for Rebels. No English actors because their accent is the accent of the Empire, thus Lars. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, a lot of the British accent stuff is like the core world Coruscant type accent. Okay? By the way, this is why you say Falcon or Falcon, Han or Han. I'm so sick of Star Wars fans saying that's not how you pronounce that, because it's a fucking galaxy. Have you ever even seen how people in different parts of America pronounce things? Language is colloquial. If you don't know what that means, look it up. Look it up, you freaking buttholes. Yeah, Nikki, for sure. For sure. Fassbender still works for Thrawn because true. Have you seen the many different ways that Josh pronounces things? Well, first of all, it's not pronounce, it's pronounce. Just playing. But yeah. No, I am not one to shy away from my, what would you say? The inequities of speech and grammar. Yes. Do you think that the Catan fleet will make an appearance? It's very possible. It is very possible, my friend. Is Gideon based on Camino? I think so. Kathleen Kennedy says, big fan, Josh. Right on, Kathy. You used to not be such a big fan, so I'm glad we've come around full circle with that. Okay, we're going to call it there. Boom. We're going to call it there. Thank you guys so much. Support's unreal. Love y'all. Can't wait. Tomorrow night for the Nerdvengers members, we're going to be doing that watch party. Make sure you check out After Dark, going the whole way through. Make sure you go to our social media in the Discord. Social media. The Den of Nerds. Check it out on the Twitter. On the Instagram, even though we're not really using Instagram right now. We will use it eventually again someday. Check out our Twitter and the Discord. That's how you can stay in touch with everything we're doing. So do that. All right, ladies and gentlemen. See you guys later today, all right? As I always say, I hope you're having an awesome and a nerdy day. And I'll see you in the next video.